Okay, so here we are in the verse. You just loaded in. It's the first time playing. You're gonna wake up in Hurston, hopefully, if that's where you chose to start out. That's the planet I recommend. It's the easiest to navigate, and it's also the easiest performance-wise on my system, at least. Artcore and Microtech tend to be a bit taxing. Lastly, most of your missions are going to be around Hurston, so it's the best place to start out. To get out of your bed, you're going to hit Y on the keyboard. And, like you, I am currently a very broke person. As you can see, by the outfit I am currently wearing. Now, you may not look as sad and pathetic and patchwork as this character. You're probably going to look a lot more like this. Let's go. Alright. So, your character probably looks more like something like this. I apparently don't have the starter helmet anymore. Not sure what happened to that. You're going to be very basic. So, first you want to leave. Now to leave, you're going to have to press and hold F. That's going to bring up this little option to click on different stuff. Click on the door. Boom, it's open. If you want to know where all your key bindings are and what they do, or if you just want to customize them, you go to Escape, you go to Options, you're going to come over to Key Bindings, and here's all of your base default key bindings. For mouse and keyboard, you can check for the gamepad, you can check for the HOTAS, and this is the default one. Now, there are other ones, and they all are different for flight and on foot. And if you don't like the way these are laid out, you can come under Advanced, and you can just kind of change it all here yourself. Your entire keyboard will be a controller for this game, more or less. Different buttons will do different things. The key thing you need to remember while playing, however, is holding F to interact. If you want to interact with any part of your ship, if you want to interact with elevators, if you want to interact with consoles, hold F. That gives you your interaction option. Little tool, as you can see right here. And if you don't like how it works with the mouse wheel zooming in and out, also being the scroll option, well, you can use that interaction to manually grab the scroll wheel on the consoles and move it up and down. Here we are. Now we need to get over to Tisa Spaceport. To get over that way, we're going to take the tram. The easiest way to get to the tram is really pay attention to your surroundings in this game. It is built for immersion, so you want to make sure you stick in that immersion and pay attention to things. Green lights are usually a good sign for going in that direction, but also the actual signs. Right up here it says Metro Center, and that's where we are. So we're going to follow that. And look, Spaceport line. You can see it right here. That means this is the direction we want to go, because we want to get in our ship. Right now, you don't have any money. You just logged in. You have a starter package. You're running around with, what, 1,000 UEC at best? Well, hate to break it to you, but you're broke. That's enough to maybe cover your refueling cost. You're not going to even be able to buy a decent set of armor with that. You might be able to buy a nice sidearm. Okay. Now, we want to know where the train is? Well, it is arriving in 26
Step away
seconds.
from the platform edge when train is...
There we are. We're going to go ahead and hop on this train. We're going to sit down.
Be considerate
Right here.
of your
Look at
fellow
that.
travelers. Do not block doors.
Oh, for those of you who like to roleplay, you can do all sorts of things in this game already. But remember, it's still in alpha. It is still, you're very much play testing this game.
Next stop, Metro Center.
Currently, you will have all sorts of issues, either related to the game itself, the servers, or your computer not being powerful enough, which is many times been the case for me. The current builds, it handles it fairly well. As you can see, I'm getting decent frame rates in here. The other thing you need to remember about this game is it is very much a punishing game in regards to time. Everything takes time. There's no fast travel. If you die, you're going all the way back to where you last were in port.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on
So if you don't like being planet side, it really hurts your system, then you want to make sure you port in a space station. You will always spawn there if you do. Alright, that is the customs area. This is the way we want to go. I know I said green is always good, but that says commerce line to the commercial district. That's another train. We don't want that. Customs area is always where you want to go when you're looking to get to your ship, or at least the ship area. Alright. Now, you probably have either a Mustang or an Aurora. I currently have neither, so I went and bought an Aurora. And it is right here. It is an Aurora RX. Now, there's not really any much difference with the RX and the base starter package, which I believe is the MR. The loadout is fairly the same. I believe the LX is just a nicer interior and maybe a bit more cargo. We need to go to hangar 08. You get to the hangars, you're just going to go to the elevators to hangars. Again, pay attention to the signs. They're all over the place. They blend in, and it's very easy to miss them. The game can be very, very frustrating when that is the situation. You just have no idea where you're going. It's not very intuitive. This is true. It's not very intuitive, but it's a good game for what is available. Alright, we want to go to hangar 08, so we're going to click on this here, scroll it down a bit. There's 8. Go. Alright, now that the turbo lift has gotten us to where we need to be, we're going to hop in our Aurora. This is a beautiful little ship. We're going to go right to the enter ship. You can open up those things individually if you really want to, but there's alright, and now we are in the ship. We're gonna hold F again. And you can come over here. Power on. Come over here. Engines on. Now, there's 2 ways you need to get out of this hangar. The first one, you can come over to your menu system, click on menu, you go to comms, and then Lorville Landing Services, and you click that. That'll summon it. If you are unable to interact with your dash here, which is the case for some people, you press F11. You go over to Friends, Lorville Landing Services. It'll always say Landing Services or Port Olisar or wherever you're at. It'll show up in your friends list. You click on this. You're going to hail them. Press F11 or F1 to close. And there we go. They're going to open up the hangar bay for us. Now we're going to give this a minute to fully open, and then we'll rise up. Okay, sounds open. Spacebar to go directly up. Notice on the left here, that bar that goes up and down, that's controlled by your mouse wheel. That'll allow you to go much faster to full throttle. Bear in mind, once you go past this indicator line right there, on some ships it is red, you're going to start losing a lot of control of your ship. So we're going to go ahead and hit C, which will activate the cruise control, or throttle lock, if you will. And that's just going to keep us going in this direction. Now we're going to hit F1. Now you're going to find your very first mission. Do that. Come over to Contracts Manager. Click on it. You're going to have all these available. Now, depending on your starter ship, you may not be able to do these delivery ones. And personally, I don't like doing them. They're long, they're slow, they require you to go in and out of Atmo, and they're really just not worth it. The best way I have found to make money is to either do these mercenary missions right away. Again, they'll send you onto the ground with some cases, such as this authorized execution warrant. Or you can apply to be a bounty hunter. Now, I already have it available, but bounty hunting, if you do the very first tier, it'll cost you 500 Alpha UEC to get your qualification. And that's really going to be the way to do it. It'll give you a mission very much like this. Wanted, Nasir Carlson, very low risk target, VLRT. And it's going to pay 4,000 Alpha UEC. We're going to go ahead and accept that. Your very first bounty hunter mission, where you have to pay for your qualification, is going to be essentially this mission right here. And anyone can do this mission in any ship. We're going to hit B to pull up our quantum travel. I'm going to press and hold B again. Once you've locked in, so, here we are, but we're not quite at our target. You need to face towards them. You're going to press B again. We're going to do a smaller quantum jump. There we go. Here. Now we're going to go ahead and bring this back down to combat speed. And that noise that you hear? That chink, 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 chink. Okay, that's when you hit your maximum velocity, this little bar here. So set your throttle either above or below it. Again, do that with your mouse wheel, and that'll get rid of the annoying little dee-dee sound that you hear, because sometimes it'll be due to it defaulting right on that line. It'll just constantly make the noise, and it's rather frustrating and annoying to hear. Once it becomes available, you will target with T, and you'll know when they're available because a little red arrow will pop up. You can target non-aggressive targets as well. They'll show up as white arrows or blue arrows. You typically won't need to, but say you want to know what the player's name is or what ship that they're flying, you can target them, and then it'll show you on your little targeting HUD over to the right here, where it says no target currently. Oh, I don't think he spawned in. He should have shown up on my radar. But it's okay. If they do not spawn in right away, just wait a minute or two. Hang out. There they are. There he is. He's spawned in. He's in a Mustang Delta. Oh, how about that? Now I'm gonna gimbal lock because I don't do well with gimbals. You may. Well, actually, let's give it a go, shall we? You can also target lock. There we go. First target down. Oh, we got a second one apparently too. Let's go and take this guy out. What's he in? Avenger Stalker. Wow.
Son of a bitch!
Look at that. Just took out an Avenger Stalker and a Mustang Delta. With what? Oh, an Aurora. And we made 8,000 Alpha UEC. Congratulations. You have just completed your first bounty hunter mission. Now, once you've done that, you're officially a bounty hunter. You've got your license. You now have more bounties available. And you're going to find those under your contract manager. You're going to have a whole new category that will say bounty hunter. And you can continue going after these 4,000 Alpha UEC targets until you gain enough reputation, which you can check over here on the Delphi option. And you go to bounty hunters. You'll be down on applicant, probationary guild member, junior guild member, and as you can see, I am currently a senior guild member. When you get up to senior guild member, you're going to need a much stronger ship. You can probably get through the first two using your starter Aurora or Avenger or Mustang. Really depends on your piloting skill. The NPC AI isn't all that challenging. That said, when you get up to the high risk targets that pay 39,000 plus bonuses, or the very high risk targets, which I don't have one showing up for a group, or this is a single target, very high risk. You're going to be taking on Wardens, you're going to be taking on Valkyries, and Hurricanes, and they can be a bit of a challenge, especially for a starter ship, but if you have enough skill, you're going to be fine. You'll get it done, and you can start making money that way. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get a nice little view of the ship. Go ahead and come to a stop. This is the Aurora. As you can see, we did the entire first bounty. Level 1, quite easy. Stock loadout with just a base Aurora LS. Okay, so we did it. We completed our first bounty. You're now ready to go out and make more money. Wink, wink. This is also the face over IP. It needs a little tweaking. Go out there, kick more butt. Hey, and if you want, try those delivery missions. Maybe I'll make one. You know, a video on that. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, go out, enjoy, have fun, kill bounties, make money, buy ships, buy guns, buy missiles, buy whatever you need.